What's going on, Reefing fam? March here, Fragbox TV. I'm going to show you, actually, in a second, how to place corals in your tank. I'm going to ask you for a quick favor, though. If you're new to the channel, or not new, just comment below your years of experience. I'm just curious what it's like, and maybe other people are curious as well, to kind of see how long you've been in the hobby. Has it been 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 5 years, 25 years? And maybe post also your tank size. How long you've been in the hobby? And how large is your tank? I'm going to ask you to do that in the comments below. Jay brought lunch. Burritos! What up? Burritos. I like the way you wear your mask. We got in some new inverts. Also, whether you guys like it or not, as you see, the episodes are getting more... Hi, Tia. The episodes are getting more and more vlog-like. So, yeah, we hope you like it. Well, the subscriber base is growing, so hopefully that's an indication. Let's see what's in here. Some peppermint shrimp. Look how they ship them. This is kind of interesting. Let me show you. You got a bunch of them in one bag. These are from the Caribbean. Wataguan, my brethren. Peppermint shrimp, great at eating aptasia. Actually, I have some aptasia problems. I'm gonna show you maybe tomorrow's video or next day. Ooh, pistol shrimp. Looks like a little pistol. Anything else exciting? Yeah! Urchins. These are those cool blue ones that we only had once. We got them again. Very unusual. They're like blue-purple pin cushions. Not gonna last long. Anything else cool in here? Yeah, we haven't had these in a while. Let me show you these. These are called, I believe, Babylon snails? Babylon snails, I think. Babylon, right? They're a really cool type of Nacerius snail. They have a really interesting shell, and they're way bigger than our standard Nacerius. How many boxes today? 39. Oh, not a record. It's a lot though. 39 boxes going out on a Monday. Thank you, YouTubers. You have bared with me for the initial nonsense. Now you will be rewarded with some coral knowledge. You know what we were just talking about today? This channel is free. Isn't that cool? Hey, everyone's having lunch. It's lunchtime over here. It's cool because when I started in the hobby, there was no YouTube. But what I'm going to do today, okay, so when I add new corals to the tank, you've heard me say in the other video, I don't like stuff on the sand bed. I don't like it. It looks busy. It looks a little, I don't know. I like the sand bed white and clean. It's like a clean floor. Disregard this and this. This is stuff that I'm going to glue down. Other tanks in the store. Do we have stuff on the sand bed? Let's see. Dylan? Oh, I taught Dylan well, eh? No stuff on the sand bed. Clean sand bed. Wonder where he learned that. Maybe from Mr. March. What he didn't learn is that you can't do a favia garden. Look at this. Yeah, the Ultron killed it. Yeah, you can't do favia gardens. Dead. You can't. Favia and favia, they're never going to play nice. Not like acans. Acans play nice, but look at here. Hammer killing acan. So this tank is really pushing the limits of how close corals can be, and we're experiencing some serious coral warfare. Tia's tank. Oh, we have two on the sand bed, but they look nice. She's got a beautiful cyanarina down here, and I don't know what she's doing with this nice mushroom, but kind of sand. It looks nice in my opinion, uncluttered. So what I do is when I add a new coral, I'm going to leave it usually on the sand bed for a couple days. I dip it with quarantine and then go ahead and add it to the tank because I hate frag racks. These here, very useful. I understand why people use them. Let me show you what it is in case you don't know. This goes on. This is very hard with one hand. Damn. Wish I had someone here to help me. It's okay. They're eating lunch. So this goes here. If you don't know what a frag rack is. And it's to hold your corals temporarily onto the glass, and it's very useful. It looks like trash. I hate them. People leave them on their tanks. Look at that. How awful does that look? When was the last time you saw a frag rack in the ocean? We see a lot more than that actually with pollution, so maybe it doesn't... What? Frag racks? I hate them. I hate frag racks. I'm using one here temporarily to take some photos, and we sell a bunch of them. Like, I understand why people keep them. They're useful. If you're gonna buy one, I'm shitting all over them, but if you're gonna buy one, this is the one we carry. I like to sell stuff that we like. So these are super strong. These are regular strength, so they'll work up to like 3/4 inch glass. But because I don't like frag racks, I typically will put stuff just on the sand and let it chill until I've decided where I'm going to glue it. So I'm going to permanently attach them to the rock, or sometimes not permanent. Good point for today's video. So I'm going to glue the Duncan down, but what I like to do is use these things called coral savers. So as you can see here, you notice that little ugly white kind of base? That is actually, I will show you. Dun, 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 dun. Check this out. So this is your standard plug. This can be very hard to glue. Where am I going to attach this? Oh my god, that's really hard. But what we use here, sorry bird's nest, you're going to be part of the video today. These things, they're called coral, what are they called? Coral savers? Frag saver? One of my friends actually here locally makes this. Company is called, he's my friend, Fragaholic. So he makes all of our frag plugs, literally by hand, out of ceramic, and he makes these for us. So it's a little porcelain or ceramic. It's reef safe, whatever it is. It's not going to leach phosphate in your waters. And basically, you put it down as so, and then you have a nice place to put your coral, and it will sit in there. It's going to change color over time. So as you see here underneath the leather, check out underneath the toadstool. Aha! You can't even notice it because as it becomes purple over time, it just ends up looking like a piece of rock. This is kind of unsightly, doesn't look nice, but that bird's nest is going to grow incredibly fast if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's a very, very fast growing coral, and I don't want to commit fully to putting it glued on the rock. You saw maybe my Halloween costume for this year, commitment. I have a problem with that. That also applies to gluing down corals. I've used a lot of them here, you can't see, but underneath the torches, I'm using a lot of those frag savers. They're kind of expensive for what they are. I think they run like 10 bucks, but they're never going to break. They're good forever, and it just gives me the option to move stuff really easily. So let's say this guy grows out. He's going to be big one day. I can easily just pick him up, and I can move him somewhere else in the tank. So it gives it a stable home because it's heavy. It's not going to flop over, and it makes everything mobile. So I really, really like to use those. In some cases, it may not work. I'm going to use it here for the Monty because this is encrusting, but I really want a Mystic Sunset. If I would go and glue him right on the rock, he's going to take the entire rock. They don't stop growing. There's no off switch for a coral once it's happy. I really like to use them for zoas because what happens is they get this cool kind of dome, this dome sort of shape, and they almost end up looking like another coral entirely. I'm using it here again on some of the hammers. And today, I think I'm going to use it on the Duncan as well. I'm deciding where I'm going to put it. Duncan coral, I'll link in the description the other video we've done on Duncan. Super easy coral to keep, LPS coral. I should probably go grab the macro lens to give it some up close, nice showtime. Yeah, you know what? Let me switch lenses. Bear with me for 1 second here. No swearing. Camera's on. We have some young viewers out there. You were really cool the other day. 12-year-old girl that came by the store. I can't remember your name. But it was a pleasure meeting you, and we were going to try... No, we're not going to swear on the channel. So it's kind of cool. On YouTube, about 0 seconds pass. In reality, it took me 10 minutes to set up the shot. So Tidal Gardens, I have a whole new respect for you, man. Like your video, your qualities, what you do to get those shots, wow. I do not have the patience for this. This is about as steady as you're ever going to get here at Fragbox, so you better enjoy it. Duncan Coral. A link in the description. Very easy to keep. One of my personal favorites. I just did that video on one of my favorite corals. I think I got a little bit coerced into saying Acan or something else. It might be Duncan. I don't know. I really love Duncan. So I'm going to add those. They like a lot of flow, and if I can focus in here in the back, what do you know? Leather corals. Because as you know, for this tank, I'm trying to go a little bit easier. SBS dominated, acro dominated is definitely not the norm in the hobby. Hard to keep. So what else are we adding? We're adding this leather, long tentacle, Japanese toadstool. We have our Duncans over here, 2 of them, because as you know, when I like a coral, I like a coral. And then over here, if I cannot use the tripod, can you believe it? I'm using a tripod. Guys, it's the future. I can't even find it. I'm useless. Sorry. You know what? We're going to freehand this. Here, so you don't think I'm kidding. You don't think I'm lying. I actually did get a tripod just for you guys. Okay? And I'm telling you, I don't like it. We've been doing it freehand from now. We're going to continue doing freehand. These are some purple photosynthetic Gorgonian, and I think every tank should have one. You know what? They're really cool. They make the tank really, really look like a reef. You find them on the reef. They're easy to keep. You don't have to feed them. Some of the nicest Gorgs out there are non-photosynthetic. I have had 0 luck. In general, non-photosynthetic corals, I don't have a lot of luck with them. In terms of placement, I think I'm going to try the Duncans right above the acans, a little bit here, because they're going to grow, and acans don't mind a little bit of shade. So as they grow, I'll kind of monitor how the acans look. These don't have a sting, and these don't have a sting. What does that mean when I say they don't have a sting? I'm not going to experience any chemical warfare or any coral warfare between the two. That cannot be said of frog spawn over here in the back. That cannot be said for hammers or for torch corals or for most LPS. What other LPS guys can you think of that do not have a sting? I mean, like virtually no sting. Duncan, I got Duncan and Acan Lords. Blastomusa, very similar to, what else? Anything other than those 3 for the viewers? Today's lesson in Fragbox University. Plate coral? Yeah, plate coral as well. That's all that's coming to mind. If you guys can think of other LPS corals without a sting, I consider pipe organ LPS. Everyone tells me I'm wrong and that it's a soft coral, but whatever, no sting. So that's why those are going to work well there. That's something really to consider when you're going to place corals in your tank. How are they going to grow? How are they going to grow into other corals? That's something I am trying to pay way more attention this time around with this tank. Matt just made another good point. Trumpet corals. Candy canes, also virtually no sting. So think about sting when you're going to place corals. More importantly, think about light. Light is very, very important. So too much light or too little light. Too much, you're going to bleach them. Too little, they might not grow. They might brown out. You kind of have to find the sweet spot. So I think that's sort of a problem with newbies, or is newbie a bad term to say? Newbies? No, some people are newbies, right? Yeah, that's why I asked you guys to comment at the beginning of the video. I just want to gauge sort of where you are in the hobby. This video, for example, is tailored towards newbies, people that are brand new. Coral placement is a question we get every single day of the week, emails, phone calls. Where do I put it? It can be confusing. We are too. We're still trying to figure it out. You buy a coral, look at this, there's 200 different kinds of coral. How the heck are you supposed to know where to put it? You took it home, it looks pretty, it costs you whatever, now your house, what do I do with it? So typically you pick up the phone, you call us, or you email where you bought it. These kind of things you slowly just learn over time. We learn, hammers about halfway up and hard corals higher and zoanthids depending on the type lower, but it's a little bit of trial and error. You have to figure out your tank and figure out what does best where. I've recently found out that this is my sweet spot for Gonipora. So some people have tried alves and Gonis and flower pots, and maybe it didn't do well for you. It's sort of got a bad reputation. I'm not 100% sure why. I've always done pretty well with them. This is the sweet spot. I got lucky right here. Not too much flow, a little bit lower down. Tia's doing the same thing over here in the Evo. I'm trying not to move the camera as much because I know you guys get dizzy, but look at these flower pots, how great they look. She's just, maybe that's the perfect spot. Maybe she got lucky. These ones look awesome too. So if you've tried a coral, Dylan's got one over here, sorry. 1, 2, 3 of them. This is actually Astriapora. It's like a knockoff Goni. He looks like a Goni, but he's not. Incredibly rare, long tentacle Astriapora. I should have kept a piece of that. Very, very neat. If you have a bad experience with a coral, don't go ahead and write it off entirely. It's like if you have, you break up, you're going to not go out and date again. You got to try a different spot. Don't date the same person. Don't put it in the same spot. Duncans, so freaking easy. Basically, wherever I put them, they're going to do well. But I'm going to put them here. I'm actually going to cut one of the stems off the bottom to show you that. And I'm going to glue it. And let me stop talking and show you what I'm... Let's just get to it. Recording?
Recording.
Clippers, step 1. We're going to use, if you're ever looking to cut the stems off the corals, this is how we do it here in the store. Oh, microphone on? Microphone on? Yeah, we're good. These clippers, we do sell them actually. They're not cheap. Stainless steel sort of fragging tools. Where do we keep them? Down here. If you're ever looking for stuff to cut coral or cut stems, this is something people ask us to do really often. And I'm going to show you why in 1 second. Now, if we left the coral glue where it's supposed to be in the store, got it. Let's start with the duncan. So the stem is this part here. This is a frag plug. And this is what we call it the stem. I don't think there's really a scientific term for what it is, but we call it a stem. This is quite hard to glue. Imagine if I'm going to try and glue this here, it's tricky, right? Because its center balance is off. This is very normal when you touch it. Don't be afraid to touch coral. Someone commented in one of the other videos about touching acropora. So I think he said, aren't you afraid to touch the acro? Don't you know when you touch them they don't grow? That's a myth. That's not true. Feel free to touch them. Just touch them nicely. So I pinch it right here with these, and then...
Wait, I can't see with the light.
Focus. Did I do it?
Nope.
Say cut. Yeah?
Cut.
Cut. This one's hard. Usually it's easy.
Use your muscles. Woo!
Whoa! That's another tank. I'm going to use our preferred brand of glue here, BRS or Ecotech. Ecotech glue is very good.
I like Ecotech a bit better.
Tia prefers Ecotech. I like this one. They're almost the same. I'm going to put... that's way more than a teardrop. That's more than I need. So, see this? Can you see that? Use less than that. That's the point. And then what I do is just stick it. And I also kind of shimmy because it cures almost right away. So what I'm doing when what I call shimmy, I'm basically just breaking it up so that it'll attach nicely. And that's it. That is set. Now I have a second Duncan. I was going to put him right next to it, but now I'm thinking maybe I should give it We should give them another spot. Actually, what do you think, Tia?
Are they the same Duncan?
They're the same, yeah. And
Oh, put it in another
I thought
spot.
this looks nice, sort of the contrast, because you're never going to find that color in an A-can, right? So it'll
That's
kind of
true.
play off of that. A-cans, yeah, you won't ever find one that color. Maybe up here, so it's kind of close. Or do I dedicate this to hammer?
We're hammers.
You know what? I'm not giving this any love. This side, I'm doing
Didn't we
it.
decide that something else was going here?
Maybe?
A big elegance.
Elegance might be nice. How about up
Yeah.
here?
There has no love, yeah.
Let's stick them up there.
Okay.
Let's do it. Same idea. I'm just going to cut the bottom off. So, this is what we... Oh,
okay. Even better.
Okay. Great, edit that out. Not, let's leave it. Raw reefing, whatever. This is good though, because you know what? If you have one without a plug, you're not going to hurt the skeleton at all. Duncans are so incredibly easy. I could take my bandsaw downstairs, that's what we use to cut them, and I could cut literally, no exaggeration, I exaggerate sometimes, I could cut this head in half and it will repair it like a zombie. It'll keep going. This is good actually. I'm going to glue directly on the bottom of the skeleton, so this part here is alive, as the kind of green and white. This is a branching Australian Duncan. Again, too much glue, so just do a little bit less than me in all aspects of life. And I like this spot right here.
Depends on where you're putting it too. Like if you're doing it on an overhang, maybe you want a little bit more.
Yeah, if I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah.
And then as you feel it start to harden, kind of let go. And that's it. I think that's a good spot. And while I have you here, maybe I'll glue this guy down too, because I've been lazy. And he's been on the sand bed. So I'm gonna close him up a little bit. What that means, I'm kind of like, I'm gently pissing him off. Sorry viewers, if that's not an appropriate word. I'm upsetting him. That's what I meant to say. I'm upsetting the coral. So gently, so I'm not ripping off any tentacles. You see what I'm doing? He knows he's getting touched. He doesn't like that. It's kind of like my younger brother. He doesn't like hugs. This is not my younger brother. This is a coral.
Yeah, for euphilia, if you pull them out of the water with the tissue expanded, you can damage it.
Yeah,
and it's not good.
Very good point. So you're gonna take
Most
it out of the
LPS
water.
actually.
Yeah. Take them out slowly like this, and they're okay out of the water for 10-20 minutes. You're not gonna hurt it, but just be gentle with them because you can remove the polyps quite easily. I kind of see a little crevice in here. You see that? That little valley? So I'm gonna see if I can get him. Yeah, that's.
He's really big though.
Let's
Remember?
see. He. Proper noun. She. He. It.
The coral.
You know what? The coral hasn't identified yet, but when it gets older,
It might.
let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go right there, off to the side. And because the corals that are next to him are of the same family, so thank you, Mr. YouTuber, who corrected me in the hammer video. This is, I believe, Euphilia paradivisa. I think. I should really check. I talk too much, so don't check me. But it's branching frog spawn. That much I'm sure. This is not branching frog spawn. That's the other type
That one's
of...
wall.
Yeah, wall, almost like an octo. So that's Euphilia... I think Euphilia divisa, Euphilia paradivisa. One branches, one doesn't, I think.
This one's peeling on the one side.
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't?
No.
What'd you do?
Nothing. Let's leave it. It's a very nice coral. I think he's going to be fine. Let's glue two more down. If you guys are still watching and you're not tired of listening to me talk.
These two, right?
Oh, let's do the Monty, because that might be a little bit trickier.
Monty?
Yeah, audio's still on. I'm so nervous with the audio. So this is a green plating Montipora. I love Monties. And we're gonna add them. And I was thinking right here because I kind of try and find spots.
No, it's gonna get demolished by the hammer.
No, it's not.
You have too many hammers.
No. I like it. Right there. Boom. Look at that. If you can get a coral to sit without glue.
It's gonna touch.
Okay,
Right
so he'll
here.
go the other way.
So move that. Maybe move that hammer.
How about there? I kind of wanted to. I like that overhang. It's a little dramatic, no?
Did you glue that rock in?
Nothing is glued here.
Oh my god.
All the rocks are loose. This whole series, this whole channel is about doing not like March. You see how I add the glue? Almost like eyeliner. This coral is...
I usually put a fair bit of glue on the Monties.
That's a good amount, right?
Yeah, you could put a bit more.
Quickly,
But
a little bit more?
it's okay.
Some of the glue came off. And the rock is loose. And you guys are seeing that I'm not perfect, so we all knew that. Anyways, let's try right there. See if I can't get it to hold. So I'm breaking up the glue, I'm moving it back and forth, I'm like massaging the glue into the rock.
Wobbling the rock.
Wobbling the rock, which is not stone fixed. And if I get lucky, there we go. And,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Shh.
Oh,
No
yeah,
swearing.
Okay, oh poop. Two little pieces of glue here, I'm just gonna remove them. The glue is reef safe. I could technically leave it in the tank, nothing's gonna happen.
You probably don't want one of the corals to eat it.
Yeah,
but...
or the fish accidentally, maybe they
Oh
think
yeah.
it's food.
They'll like glue their mouth shut.
It's quite annoying to get on your hands. If you do get glue on your fingers, don't freak out. It's like crazy glue, so it's not going to hurt you. Two final ones. I want to put these, the corks. But I'm going to use, am I going to use Frag Savers? Yeah, right? I think so. Maybe I can
No,
find a spot
they look better
naturally.
when they're nudged in.
They do. Yeah, you're right. You know what?
Yeah.
You don't really find Frag Savers on the Reef. I want to add them high up because they can take some light, and they just add, look at that. Even imagine right there. It just makes it look
So you usually want to put them vertical, but you can put them at a little bit of an angle.
Let's see, where am I going to stick you, buddy? Where do you want to go today?
I think.
Maybe on this rock that's not getting any love back here.
Okay.
We're coming off the side.
No, I want to put a big euphilia in there.
You gotta sort of have an eye for this. I kind of have it, I think, not to toot my own horn, but it comes with time.
Yeah.
And it's got to be
That's too close to the
I like
Cyphastria.
it right there. I like it right behind there.
This is getting a lot of light.
This?
It's
Yeah, but it looks good.
Cyphastria.
Yeah. This would typically be a lower light coral, but
Yeah.
I put them high up, and you know what? Not everything you read online is true. Not everything we say on the channel is true. It's true for us. It's true to our experience.
So the Gorgonian,
Yeah.
if you pull it out, it'll come out of that.
No, it's hard to glue. I don't know.
It's not,
You're
yeah.
saying take it out,
Yeah.
and then just what?
So it has a naked nub base on it. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I did it on all mine. They glue fine.
How about right here?
No, it's gonna get hurt by the torches. They're sensitive.
This is good that you're here, because I would have put it in like all the other spots I recommended already. How about right there?
No,
Sticking out?
it can't touch anything else.
Damn it.
Or it doesn't open.
Yeah. Stop being so good at this. And you talk
There's a
to-
good spot actually, right in that nook.
Out this way?
Up.
Up.
Back.
Back.
Sorry, towards me.
Why am I doing this?
There.
He's out of the water. Look what telling you.
Oh.
Yeah, he's too
Put it on an angle a little bit. In front, kind of angle it towards this.
I like it straight up. No. See, this is not. It doesn't have to be. I think I'm gonna go back to here. I think I like it here on that shelf.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I'm going with my gut.
I think that is a good spot.
It doesn't open up. Let's find it. Oh, these ones are thicker. I don't know
Yeah,
if I can
these
crack
ones, you usually have to put the thing inside. Yeah.
it. Make a mess of the floor.
Yeah.
You see what we do for you guys? See this? She's eating lunch. I got 1,000,001 things to do, but I want to help you guys. It's also entertaining.
It's entertainment.
You enjoy it. It is. But it takes up a lot of time. So when you guys tell us, hey man, love the channel, great content.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, the videos don't happen by themselves. They gotta get shot, and then they gotta get edited, and then we gotta glue this here and stop complaining.
Make sure it's not touching the rock.
Yeah, it is.
touching.
Can't touch?
No, can't touch.
How about right there? Oh, how about right? How about? Can I get a hell yeah?
What about one ledge up?
Beside this? Beside the pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's
It's
the
a good
Okay.
spot.
And then he's got room to grow, and so does the Duncan, and it looks freaking awesome. Love it.
Yeah, they add a lot.
Yeah, right away. It changes the whole look of the tank. That tank. So I'm gonna go with 4 or 5. Like you guys already know, when I like a coral, I really like it. And Gorg is definitely, man, the rock on the right is getting no love. This needs a plan. This needs something. It's not getting anything.
You're too chaotic with your torches. Like there's one up in the middle.
Actually, if anybody wants it, that one's for sale. That one's up for grabs. I think I'm gonna go with the 2 leathers. Maybe I'll make this more of a kind of like some leathers and some bird's nests and call it a day.
I think a huge elegance in the back of that rock.
On that side, I'm gonna grab 2 more Frag Savers because you know what? I'm feeling like I'm not 100% sure where I want those 2
Yeah.
ultimately, so I'm gonna go again with these.
Ooh, this is one of my favorite ones, the Dr. Fuzzy.
I'm gonna stick him. I know he can take some light, so we're gonna.
Oh yeah, leathers can take a surprising amount of light and flow. I think everyone thinks they're low light, low flow.
They're basically wherever you want kind of coral.
Pretty much.
High,
You have to
low.
acclimate them to highlight, but
Yeah, so
they can
don't-
take it.
Don't do like me. You know what? And I'm gonna.
That's a funny looking frag.
Yeah, I don't like it. It looks silly, huh? You know what? He might do all kind of. No, you said elegance, right?
Huge elegance. We have such nice
Oh, right
ones.
there, right in the rock, without a saver.
If he touches the other leather, you need to have carbon running.
That's a good point. So
Mm-hmm.
these things don't have a sting, but leathers do release some chemicals in the water.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have a little bit of activated carbon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna glue him silly. Look at that.
It's like a growth inhibitor for all other corals in the system.
Yes, that is. Was that stupid? It's not, no, it's
No,
not
it's
thick.
gonna grow over and take.
You won't see it.
Yeah,
There's
you'll
no
be
right or
good.
wrong.
I like this on here because then you can move it if you don't like it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I got one more board, but I think that's it. I think we'll wrap it up. I'll go ahead and find a spot.
Yeah.
I'm on camera. Should I just do it?
Yeah, do it.
Because you know what? Maybe you guys will get a fun little sidetrack. Who knows, right? We don't script this. This is what we call raw.
Reefing.
What?
Oh boy. Take out the camera.
Oh, salt's at 2.5.
You can't tell. That's a myth.
I swear I can tell.
I missed it. Do it again. Ew.
2.5.
Oh, okay. And the temperature is 77, right?
76.5. What do I go to the gym for? Come on. Diggs, what's up, puppy?
Diggs is watching.
He has no idea what's going on half the time.
You couple hit him.
Hit him?
Yeah.
Diggs, you like Gorgonian? You like Gorgonian? Good, man. Just finish the stupid video. Shut up. Okay. This guy, I gotta put it on the other rock because, like I said, it's getting no love. And if I didn't already tell you, I hate frag rocks. I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna stick it right there. That's where I want it. There or there? Pick.
There.
There?
There.
Verdict?
Verdict.
Verdict is in. ERS, what up? You guys are our heroes. We strive to be like you. When I grow up,
I want to be like Frog Reef Supply.
No, I want to be the little chili. That's what I want.
Oh, Mr. Chili.
I want to be your logo. Speaking about logo, we're going to ask you guys for help soon redesigning ours because we have no brand cohesion. What? You know what? I'm glad we kept the camera on. Look at that. That looks nice, huh?
That's gorgeous.
And yeah. No.
Yeah, it kind of fills in that.
I like the new rock work. I like what's going on here.
It's a step, it's like 10 steps up from the old rock
I took
work,
off like 15 pounds.
Crazy.
It's a lot, yeah. There were 2 boulders. I think it's looking quite nice. No, I like the Gorgs. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more. I was going to add an orange one, but Mr. J here today really wants it, so you can have it. He snagged it. Very nice photosynthetic orange Gorgonian. These are the purple ones. They're not candelabra. That's the one I typically like, the Latin name. But they're similar. I can grab it if anybody wants. And we got 4 other ones I'm going to throw up on the site. Maybe this afternoon, maybe this evening, maybe once I'm done editing the videos. For forward placement, if you guys got any questions at all, we have a phone number, we have an email, and we have a store. You can come in, you can ask for one of the 5 people that work here. We all have reef tanks, and we're all obsessed with this, as you can tell, because we do a video here every single day of the week, 7 reef-related topics a day. Actually, I have some catching up to do. I have a bunch shot, and the timeline, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me here.
Schedule?
The schedule, they're not lining up, and you guys are calling us out, so you may see like a burst of videos. I might do like one day, like 6 or 7 might come out. Watch them if you can, and then it'll help us sort of get back on track. We get sidetracked and we're going to get back on track. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you guys very much for subscribing and watching. Any questions at all related to reef tanks, you know how to hit us up. Thank you, Tia, for being the camera lady for today, taking time off lunch so that you guys can attend Fragbox TV University. Thank you and have a good night.